Is John Varvatos out here cloning discontinued fragrances? We're going to talk about it right after this word from our sponsor, me. All right, so we're talking about John Varvatos EDT. So this is the original John Varvatos fragrance. Now here's the interesting thing. So when I bought this from TJ Maxx, it actually said special edition. Come to find out, this is just Varvatos by John Varvatos, the EDT version. Now, I got this yesterday at TJ Maxx in another video, which I'll link to you at the end of this video so you guys can check that out. But I smelled this and I knew it smelled really familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was that was smelling so familiar. And according to the notes on this fragrance, we are looking at tamarind, tree leaves, sage, flower, Mediterranean herbs, oramber, vanilla, black leather essence. Okay, so to me this smells very leathery, almost green fougere-ish with leather and a little bit of vanilla and a touch of fruitiness, maybe from that tamarind. It almost has this almost like resinous vibe to it. And I really liked it. And it also has a bit of like earthy vetiver in the base, which I understand what they're going with this vibe. But here's the thing about this fragrance. I'm smelling it and I'm like, what is this reminding me of? And then I remembered, I have another fragrance in my collection that was discontinued years ago that it smells like. And I'm gonna pull it out right now. So Varvatos EDT smells to me, to my nose, just like Opium Pour Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. And this is a discontinued fragrance. And here's the thing about John Varvatos EDT. It smells good, but it does not have projection or longevity at all. The performance is terrible. But Opium Pour Homme has really solid projection and performance, especially for a fragrance that is discontinued but still smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spray these side by side because I have not done that yet. And I really want to see the differences I get between the two. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so on this side, we have John Varvatos. On this side, we have Opium Pour Homme. And in the air, the Opium is definitely the stronger of the two scents. But we're going to go ahead and smell these. They are so close. I will say the John Varvatos fragrance is much more leathery, but they are incredibly similar. What I feel is that the florals in the Opium are more in the forefront, where the florals in the John Varvatos are more in the background, where the leather is more of the shining star in the John Varvatos. That being said, they're incredibly close. They smell so similar, it's ridiculous. Also, the Opium is kicking the ass out of John Varvatos. But they are very, very similar DNAs. I actually prefer the Opium Pour Homme. The John Varvatos, very good. I like this fragrance. But what I will say is there's a reason this 6.7 ounce bottle was only $39, because it does not perform at all. Also, this DNA, although very unique when Opium did it back in the day, is not as unique anymore. I know other fragrances that have done it, but in my opinion, nothing beats the original Opium. The John Varvatos is, although very good, I think this is a solid fragrance, and I do think it belongs in your collection if you collect John Varvatos fragrances. But if you're choosing to just buy it blindly, it's a hard one for me, and I can't really suggest it too much. But man, Opium is would be such a challenging fragrance for you, especially young folks, and really even your casual fragrance wearer. Both of these fragrances are going to be challenging for you, but I do feel like if you have a refined nose, if you love fragrances that are more masculine, that have that floral sort of resinous nature about them with heavy vetivers and heavy like sort of resinous floral accords, they're both fantastic. I will say though, that John Varvatos does have more of a leather base. I almost would compare this to if you took Opium Pour Homme and you combined it with an ombre leather from Tom Ford. That's the vibe you get with John Varvatos. Its performance is absolute ass. I spray this on and within an hour and a half to 2 hours, it's completely gone. So I just can't, stand by it too much. I do love the way it looks. I think the presentation is excellent. I love that leather wrapped look. I love, of course, the John Varvatos bottles. But as far as, the performance of the fragrance, it's pretty trash. Although it does smell nice, but I mean, a lot of things smell nice but just don't perform, and I can't suggest buying them because, why spend any kind of money on something that's not going to last long enough to even finish a dinner with someone? So I can't get behind that. Anyway, hope you guys are doing amazing out there. My name is Fragrant Derek. I love you all. I hope you always look good, feel good, and smell good. And as always, have a fragrant state of mind. Have a fragrant state of mind.